Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and to episode 11 of the N-scale layout build in my new workshop. If you're watching last time, you will have seen me start on the upper helix. In this installment, I will continue where I left off and continue that helix all the way to the upper deck. So without further ado, let's just head out to the workshop and get busy. Well, that is all the track that I've done, wired up. I wrap the feeders all the way around under the helix and join it back on itself. Attach it to a terminal block over there. The vertical wires that run down and join it to the lower level are just temporary. Eventually there'll be a completely different power district. But I've had a locomotive running up and down as far as this first obstruction. I don't want to take that block of wood out yet because it's still holding the rails while the glue sets. It's not completely hard yet. So next task is another lap of sub-road bed and then some more track. Don't go away, I will check in with you later. Well, that is another almost one full lap of sub-road bed installed. All I can sensibly do on the helix now is wait for that glue to go hard. I'm going to get on to something else. I'm going to work on the backdrop for the rest of the Winslow shadow box. That will butt in here at the end of this piece, curve around behind this temporary leg and come out to the fascia about here. So let me get on with that and I'll check in with you later. Don't go away. Well, there is the rest of the Winslow backdrop installed. I've got some temporary screws in this end. This end I could get clamps in instead. I've got two brackets on the back and a 4-inch wide strip of 1/2-inch plywood to get the angle right. And that also supports the end of the sub-road bed for the top of the mounting grade. At this end it's just a post that will also hold the fascia between the two scenes. And the rest of it is just a continuous curve which is sprung into shape. Anyway, with that done, these clamps have been on long enough to remove them. I've already taken a couple off to use for the backdrop. So I'm going to get the rest of those clamps off and then lay some more road bed and track. After that, I am going to have to cut some more wood because although my estimate of how much sub-road bed and how many blocks I needed was pretty accurate, my lap count was off by 1. I thought the helix was going to end at this point where those two clamps are on this lap, and I had exactly the right amount of sub-road bed left. But I need to go and make one more lap. Let me do all of that, and I'll be right back. So don't go away. Well, that is 3 more lengths of track laid. One of them was not quite full, otherwise it would have come beautifully to the end of this piece of road bed. But that is all the track that I have. I have completely run out, which is why I use that 2-foot piece at the end just to get a little bit further up the helix. I do have another box on order, but it's not going to be here till at least Monday. But I can still get at least half of the last lap of sub-road bed done this afternoon, and then I'll get on with something else. So don't go away, check in with you later. Well, that is all I can do on that helix until I have more track. I've cut all the wood that I need. In fact, I've got more than I need. I've got enough blocks to finish it and one piece of sub-road bed more than I actually need. So I'm going to get on with something else for the rest of the day, and I'll see you later. Don't go away. Well, I have used the last little bit of time available for me today to get the fascia installed on the bottom 2 layers around this end of the railroad. So finish the canyon scene through Winslow and the staging level fascia underneath it, which also serves as a rail to stop anything from falling off the edge. Well, last week I left the helix incomplete because I ran out of track, and I worked on backdrops and fascia in this area. It's now Monday afternoon and I'm back out here again. So far I have removed all the clamps and put most of them away. Also removed all the temporary screws, and this temporary riser that was in supporting this is no longer needed now that it's hung from the backdrop. I've also installed some foam roadbed in preparation for laying the track, which was delivered this morning. So I've got to go back in the house and get the box of track. I forgot to bring it in earlier. So let me go get that and I'll check in with you later. Don't go away. Well, I didn't get much more done yesterday. My AC repairman came and I didn't get back out here afterwards. But the extra 2 yards of flex track that I laid was enough to start working on the last lap of the sub road bed. This tail piece out here is the start of the upper level continuous run, which cuts into the top lap of the helix, right around here. And that's as much track as I need to put in for now, because this is the top of the helix and the curve around here sticks out the front, comes out to about here, and that will be the visible main line at the start of the upper deck. But everything I did yesterday was a bonus anyway, because I wasn't expecting the track to arrive probably till Wednesday or Thursday. So kudos to Iron Planet Hobbies on eBay for same-day shipping. Well, that's all for this episode. Hope you enjoyed the show and found it interesting or useful or both. Next time I will continue where I left off and I will start the upper deck framing in the vicinity of the top of the helix area. And I hope to see you back here for that. So until then, thanks for watching and bye for now.